And good evening, everyone. Welcome back from the Thanksgiving holiday. How's everybody doing? I missed each and every one of you. Panel, love you guys. How you doing? All of us, welcome back. We all exercise. Oh, he's exercising over there, Mr. Nitin himself. But we are very, very happy. Yeah, John, there you go. We are all happy that we are back. A couple of days off never hurts anyone. But I think you all know we did quite a few shorts. We were staying on everything, and now tonight we explode with rumors, with games, whatever you want to talk about, everyone. But first of all, I want to welcome everyone back, and thank you again for being so incredibly nice over the holidays. Wishing everybody happy Thanksgiving, giving us the courage, helping us out with our great wrestling show last night. I want to thank each and every one. But I have guys, and I think you're all with me on this one. Number one, today's star, and dedicated the show to Michael D. Michael D. has been an important part of this show. And guys, I got to tell you something. He has done something that has really touched all of our hearts. And I want to bring this up right now. First of all, so he says, Joe, I belong to a bunch of streams, but yours is the only one worth doing this for. Yeah. And what did he do? He did a subscription to our program. Michael, what you just said there has touched us all. It's made everything worthwhile that we do, that we want to do, and all information that we give to everybody. Because I got to tell you, that is one of the nicest things. And I know because you've told us that you've been around, especially a lot of streams and everything. This really, really touches my heart. And guys, we were talking right before the show. Anybody like to chime in on Michael, because that's a wonderful thing that he just did?
Yeah, I would love to chime in, Michael. First of all, shout out Michael for doing that. That means a lot to us. And you can be in other streams doing that, but for you to do that for this stream, and that really means a lot. And we're building something special here as a team, and we're helping out Joe. Glad that we can help out Joe here, and you have a whole great team of cast, and you see it right here with Joe, Sean, George from Swing of the Fences. There you go. Johnny Salami, Ken from The Ugly Truth, Evan, you name it. Everybody is here to help Joe and Michael. For you to do that, it means a lot to us. You're in every day. You're in every stream. No matter what, morning, evening, or whatever we have, special guests. You're in every stream, and you dedicate it to yourself out of your day. And man, kudos to you, shout out to you, and you deserve it. And this show, and obviously this show is dedicated to you tonight. So shout out to you, Mike. I got to give you my clap, the hand of the clap.
Yeah. So, yep. And that means for all of us guys. So you could shine in and really, I mean, that is a special dedication to us, and it makes every sweat, every tear, everything worthwhile. And it's not because it's just the subscription and everything, guys. It's the thought. It's just those words right there makes what we do not a job, but an honor to serve you guys. I think Sean wanted to say a couple of words, please. This is a very special moment for our show. I am very proud of each and every one of you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, that, somebody like Michael could say that, who's been a baseball fan, a sports fan for many, many years. And we got the ultimate thank you. We really did. And Michael, really, I'm flabbergasted. And for once, I'm at a loss for words. I'm sorry, Sean. You want to?
No, You're fine. I was just gonna say, no, Michael, we love you. We appreciate having you in the chat. You always have great takes.
Yep.
Um, you have a lot of knowledge, a wealth of knowledge that helps us out. Um, and yeah, and thank you for doing that. And I understand it's like being part of the industry, and then you trying to yeah the membership. But we thank you for joining the membership, and anybody else that wants to come be a part of us. We're striving to give you great content. It's not just the Yankees. We're gonna talk the NFL, the NHL, NBA, wrestling. We talk all sports, as much as we can. But yeah, thank you, Michael. We love having you, and I couldn't say much more um, than that. So
Excellent, excellent.
Yep.
I,
What's up, Travis?
I'm sorry. Does somebody else want to chime in before
If I could chime in real quickly, Michael, you're definitely part of the team. I remember when I first was just, in the comments with you, there was somebody I always look forward to seeing your takes and stuff as a fellow Yankee and Giants fan, and also a fellow nutmegger. You're up here from Connecticut, just like me, so you're a brother, man. I also like hearing about your cat, Cookie. Let me just tell you, man, you're part of the family. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the team because you're now a Browns member. And can't wait to hear your next comment, and hopefully one day we can meet.
Yeah, that would be the ultimate, meeting and all of that. And I do want to say, with the with all the streams and everything, we will have a membership stream next Sunday night. I'm sorry. Yes, next Sunday. We will have a stream privately for you guys, and we do have some good takes, good updates for you. But we'll get into that in about a day or two. But there is a membership stream coming up in your future very, very shortly. So, and we will be live. So it's going to be private and live for everybody that's in our stream as a membership. So again, everyone, thank you. And this is something you all deserve.
Yep.
Okay, guys, let's start it off. Yankee news, Yankee news, Yankee news. What do we have? Who wants to, Nitin, take it away because you've been telling us this and that. Start us off, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, man, a lot of news going on. First of all, I mean, you can go either way with this. Like, obviously now they're in talks with, according to Jim Bowden, they're in talks with the Marlins for Sandy Alcantara. I feel like the Yankees have been linked to him for a while, and they were trying to get him at the trade deadline. So that's going to be interesting to see if the Yankees will bite on that. And I already told you guys the only way it will entice me if you include other players that will go along with Sandy in that deal, because I feel like getting Sandy alone will not do enough for me. So I think if you add a couple more players to that deal, like what Sean brought up, Edward Cabrera, I think you do it, and then you add another player to it. So it's going to be interesting to see. But the problem is the issue with everybody here, or I can speak for everyone, but the injury issues with Sandy over the years, and he's been struggling over the years with the injuries. But obviously, everybody knows when he's on, he's a stud pitcher, and he can light it up like a Christmas tree on the mound. So it depends what kind of Sandy you're going to get. So if he's healthy, then I guess you take a gamble with it, but let's see what happens. And Bryce brought up a few good points here in the chat already with Romy Gonzalez from the Red Sox, a potentially fit for us. So there's a lot of Yankees. Obviously, Cody Bellinger is a big one, and obviously Kyle Tucker. So the Yankees are linked with everyone now. That's what happens time of the year. You're linked with everyone. So this is a matter of putting it together and see what the Yankees do. But I think we'll see some news here pretty soon with the winter meetings coming up December 7th to the 10th. So I expect some news from the Yankees hopefully soon. But as expected, the Yankees are linked with everyone. And it's kind of surprising that they're talking to the Red Sox for Romy Gonzalez. And that's the type of player I would love on this team.
Yeah, I find it really strange that the Red Sox would help us out with anything unless we were giving up somebody. And no, I'm just hesitant in giving up. If it is a pitcher, I'm hesitant in giving them anybody pitching wise because they always come back and haunt us for one way or the other. And Nitin brought up a good point, everyone. Next week, the winter meetings. Next week at this time, we're getting ready. So next week's show is actually going to be called a preview of the winter meetings. So that will be on next Sunday night at 8 p.m. Now, I'm not saying we're not talking about anything else, but the scrub of the show is going to be the preview. And what are the Yankees thinking? What are we hearing? We're going to have a whole bunch more of rumors. Hopefully, some of them true. Some of them, should be, probably way out there. But next week's show is going to be very interesting. Remember, our coverage is wall to wall that week. Trust me when I tell you, you won't miss for anything here on NY Yankee Mania because that's what we're all about. That's what we're here for. So, guys, go ahead. Take it away.
If I can continue on Sandy, I can see some people are not happy about that. But I can see the Yankees taking the risk because with Cole out and Rodon out, he might be somebody that can fulfill the role. I know in 2025, the season, he had a rough start, but towards the end of the season, he actually went back to form. So just say the Yankees do take a gamble and they get rid of him, and maybe they can get also an additional player, which I think would benefit the Yankees, not just him. They might come out in the end, doing really well. Because say he is back to form for 2026, and then you have Rodon come back healthy and Cole come back healthy. That's a scary pitching lineup right there. That is scary. And it could benefit us and, help us get back into the playoffs. Obviously, there's other areas we got to continue and improve on. But I'm not totally against it. I just don't want to give up anything crazy for that. And other like Nathan said, I want an additional player added into that mix as well.
Yeah. Who would you give up in an offer, in a theoretical offer?
Good question.
They're gonna want Ben Rice.
Nope.
That's what they're gonna ask.
Ben Rice is my guy. Please don't get rid of Ben Rice. I will
Marlins
cry.
are gonna ask for Rice.
I think the only way they'll do that is if they secure another first baseman, though, George.
Yeah.
They're not gonna.
But that's what the Marlins are gonna ask for.
Probably.
Marlins are gonna say, "I want Ben Rice." That's what the ask is gonna be.
He's not worth it. There's better options.
Yep.
If you're gonna get rid of Ben Rice, it better be like a big time pitcher, not for sale. Yes, that I would be upset with losing Ben Rice, but I would understand the benefit of it, so I would be for it.
And
T-Road saying ESPN is reporting Tucker's talking to the Blue Jays.
wow. Okay.
It's always been expected.
Yeah.
Blue Jays are gonna make a run at Tucker.
Yeah, they're gonna make a run. And I kind of saw them in that whole sweepstakes with Tucker. I saw the Cubs. I wasn't surprised that the Yankees would be, as much as they are in there. But I was seeing the Blue Jays. I was seeing the Cubs. And initially I thought, the Padres or one of the other teams on the NL West would try and snag them.
Yeah, T-Row brought up another point, obviously, with the Dylan Cease. When the Yankees wouldn't do that because obviously Dylan Cease is, to be honest, they overpaid for him. 7 years and $210 million. Who gives that type of contract to a pitcher who's a fly ball pitcher? He's not a strike. He strikes out people, but he's not. He's more of a contact hitter, and he doesn't do well at hitting ballparks. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does in the AL East against the Yankees, Red Sox, Orioles, Rays for twice a year now. So, or more than that. So I think that's overpay. But I guess their thinking is you can add him to the rotation they already have with Yusevich, Guzman, and Jose Barrios is supposed to be back, right? I think he was injured.
Yeah.
I think he's supposed to be back. So that rotation is pretty good. But to be honest, that contract is a question mark for them.
Right.
That's over.
Yeah, I want no part of Dylan Cease.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't trust him. I just don't want any part of him.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Travis asked me earlier in the chat. He wanted me to touch on something about Alcantara. Really, my take on Alcantara is I'm willing to take the flyer, honestly, just because of how short we are on starting pitching to start the season. Well, like I really don't want to put all that stress. Like you got Ryan Yarbrough. It's fine to have him make spot starts, but for him to be an every 5-day pitcher, that's not something I'm comfortable. I would much rather take the risk on Sandy Alcantara, trade for him. If you're gonna make the move, do it right now, as soon as possible. Get him into Tampa. Get him hooked up with Matt Blake as early as possible and start reworking him and restructuring his career. That has to be the goal. And I'm not mad about it, honestly. I do think they would ask for Ben Rice. I don't know if the Yankees would give in to that. Also, Bryce brought up a great point about Romy Gonzalez, brought up on Fireside Yankees. Two of my great friends right there, Ryan and Sam. Done a lot of shows with them, actually, Bryce. But the thing with Rami, if I'm saying that right, is he's just a good guy. He's a utility guy. You can plug him in there wherever. So theoretically, if you're giving up Ben Rice to the Marlins for Sandy, you can get a deal with the Red Sox for Gonzalez and have him be your first baseman. This is a pretty solid hitter. He's a first baseman. So if you want to go that route, that's definitely an option you can take. I think there's still like a million combinations of players the Yankees could put together. You know, you could sign these two and trade for this guy. There's a million opportunities. This is just one path they could take. And the two trades of Alcantara and Gonzalez do kind of go hand in hand.
Romy's a left-handed hitter, right?
Romy is no, he crushes lefties. He's a righty. He crushes left-handed pitching though.
Yeah, he had 305 this year with 9 home runs and 53 RBI. So that average is there. So I think plus he has speed on the bases, I heard. So I think he would be a steal for the Yankees if they were able to get him from the Red Sox. But going back to the Yankees pitching, I think obviously everybody wants a Mai on the team, the Japanese guy, and he wants to take down the Dodgers, which I like. So that's the type of guy Yankees need to get. And also another type of guy, I'm going to shout out George for this. He just put out a video on Instagram on his page, Swing the Fences. Please check that out. He's about Michael King coming back to the Yankees potentially. So I would love to see Michael King come back. This guy, obviously, what he showed for the Yankees, being a long reliever, starter, and then it was sad for him to go, but we obviously get to give up something good to get something great with Juan Soto. But a reunion with Michael King would be awesome. I think he will solidify everything that you want in the pitcher. And check that video out. George did a great job talking about it. But that's the type of guy I would love, along with Amai, if you can't get those other options right now.
Oh, no question about it. And I've been saying it, people, because I know personally that he does want to come back to the Yankees. It's going to be a matter of, money, as we all know. And, will the Yankees pay the amount of money that he's looking for to be a 4th or 5th starter, or at least be a 6th, 7th inning guy in the bullpen? So that remains to be seen. But obviously, if I had my choice and you tell me Dylan Cease or Michael King, to me, there's not even a thought. I wouldn't even hesitate. I would go with King right away. Yeah. Absolutely. I want to give a to Jacob Petruzzi, Cruise Control. How's everybody doing in the building today? How was all your weekend? I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Let us know in the chat, everyone. How was your Thanksgiving? How was Mr. Turkey? Turkey treated you well? How was everything for you guys? Let us know. And, that would be great. Also, Travis, how you doing, Travis?
Thank you.
How's it going? Welcome back to the stream. We appreciate you. So what do you guys do? I guess everybody's ready to go back to school tomorrow. Everything, I don't want to say that's a bad word on a Sunday, no, just kidding. But, we're hoping for a big week, guys. And Nitin, while we're talking about a big week, You want to mention a couple of super things that your team has done for us for this week?
Yeah, so my team and I have booked a couple of guests here for you guys coming up December 2nd at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. We booked you guys former Atlanta Braves pitcher Daniel Winker. He'll be coming on at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, so tune in there. And then December 8th at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, we booked you guys David Arzma, former Yankees pitcher. He pitched with a bunch of other teams too. And also December 9th, we booked you guys Savannah Bananas pitcher Connor Harris. He has an amazing story, interesting story. He'll be joining at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So a couple of them great guests coming here, and more to come. So stay tuned.
Awesome. I can't keep up with it. All I do is just make the streams, but I love it. I make the streams, I send them out, and we're ready to rock and roll. So we're just touching the surface, everyone. You know, if anybody just joined us, we were talking about Yankee potential rumors. Is Cody Bellinger getting close to sign with anyone? There was an earlier rumor today that I was looking into. Quite possibly, he's closing in on a Yankee contract. Let's say 5 years or so. Guys, chime into that. If you had your choice of 5 years of Bellinger or 5 years of Tucker, what do you think? What would you do?
I would do 5 years of Bellinger. Mm-hmm. Bellinger is more sound defensively. He's versatile defensively. So we could use him on a short term, like let's say left field. And then when Spencer Jones ready, we can move him to first base if that's the hole that we need to fill. Plus, he's a guy that you can count on defense, especially in 3 years when Judge has to go to DH and Stanton retires or around that time frame. You still don't lose defensively with, Cody Bellinger and Judge. They're both elite defensively. And then plus remember, we got 1 year of Trent Grisham, and then he walks. And then we got to decide whether we want to do with Spencer Jones. But Cody Bellinger gives us an option to cover center field, and we don't have to put Judge in center field.
Yeah. Yeah, but obviously Bellinger, you're going to get him on a 5-6 year deal, but Tucker, you're going to get him on a 10-year. I don't know what the contract is going to be, but at least 10 years you're going to be asking for.
Yeah.
But if you guys are trying to say in the I think that short term, obviously Tucker, 5 years. I would take Tucker, but obviously long term, you don't know what the next 5 years would be for him. But if the Yankees somehow, like George is saying, if the Yankees can somehow manage to pull off both, it'd be crazy. That'd be awesome. But let's see what happens. But I think 5 years of short term, I'll take 5 years of Tucker, and Bellinger also. But I think Tucker is a little younger than Bellinger right now. So
I'm gonna take Tucker, honestly, with you guys. As great as Bellinger was for us last year, and as huge as he was, Kyle Tucker is just a damn good baseball player. This is a guy, when he's at his best, he is easily a top 10 player in all of baseball. I know the numbers aren't as good as we'd hope, but if you look, I tell people this all the time. Just look at his month-by-month averages. He played hurt. Mm-hmm. He played hurt. He was hurt for the middle of the season. That's why. You know what? Because his batting average is like 300, 300, 300, 111, 240. He was battling injuries. It was nagging him the whole time. This is a really good hitter. This is a lefty who plays solid defense. He won't blow you away with his defense, but he's not going to look clueless out there. He does have a pretty good cannon on him. He's got a good arm. And this is the guy I want. The Yankees want to build a franchise. This is the guy you build your franchise out of. This is a guy I really wanted the Yankees to go after last offseason, but they obviously didn't. He went to Chicago. Now's the time to strike. One thing I want to point out with Kyle Tucker, too, an extremely high walk rate and an extremely low strikeout rate. That is something, I cannot stress that enough. That is something that the New York Yankees need in their lineup. Someone who walks at an extremely high rate and someone who strikes out at an extremely low rate. We need Kyle Tucker. Bellinger is great. It would be fantastic to get them both. But if I had to pick one, I am taking Kyle Tucker.
Wow, nice take. Nice take.
Yeah, imagine a lineup where you can add Romy Gonzalez and Tucker together. That'd be insane. That'd be good. That lineup, both of them alone will make the lineup much better.
Who do you think the Red Sox would want for Gonzalez?
Pitching,
crazy.
pitching. They need pitching.
Pitching, but I would give him a low level prospect
like a Bryce Cunningham or
Cunningham's too high.
Or not Cunningham. Sorry, Ben Hess.
Yeah.
Maybe a Chase Hampton.
I'd throw Will Warren.
Yeah, he'll probably pitch great.
I know, right? But yeah, no, a low end pitching prospect. I mean, our pitching prospects get plundered all the time in Rule 5. So I would probably throw like a Ben Hess. But yeah, but no, I get what your take with Tucker, and Tucker's a great player. Don't get me wrong. I'm just looking at, as far as the holes that we need to fill, both of them. Offensively, Tucker, everything that we need, and he would be potent with Judge and Stanton. But with Bellinger, defensively, he covers a lot of ground too. So, but yeah, I would love to have both. But can you imagine that?
Oh yeah, and JT here says they'll probably ask for Eel. I agree.
I mean, would you give up on a Hill?
Yeah. Call up Elmer Rodriguez Cruz.
Heel has the same problem Sandy Alcantara has.
Yeah.
Electric arm, but he cannot stay healthy. Keep getting bugged down with the shoulder problems, just like Alcantara.
I'm going to put you guys on the spot now. All of you guys have to answer this if you can, and also the chat. Would you guys rather have Tucker and Romy Gonzalez or Tucker and Belly?
Tucker and Belly.
100%.
That's
not
now
really we're not giving up anybody. That's part of it. We're not giving any prospects to our division rival, which like Joe said, it's going to come down later and it's going to bite us in the butt. We're going to be sitting in the playoffs and saying, man, remember this guy was on the Yankees or this guy was in our farm system?
Yeah.
And they're going to beat us.
Like Carlos Narvaez.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. And do you remember the last trade? At least the one I can remember we did with the Red Sox. It didn't turn out that great. Do you remember who we traded for?
What was it?
Alex Verdugo.
Yeah. We traded for Verdugo.
Yeah. And how did that go? So
yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, I would, if I could have Tucker and Belly on the same team. I know that's a dream and it's probably not going to happen, but that would be. You would see me jump up and down and scream and enjoy. Like I would come on here and I'd be insane. I'd be so happy.
I'd have to go Tucker and Belly too. Yeah. The only thing is you're adding more left-handed bats to the lineup.
Yep.
Rami obviously is a guy who crushes left-handed pitching, but at the end of the day, Belly's not only an upgrade offensively but defensively too. At first base, Belly is gross defensively, and I'm actually going to take a peek at Romy's defensive metrics. Yeah, he's not really the best defensive player either, Romy, so he doesn't really do a ton with the glove. Obviously, he's a really good guy to have coming off the bench. Mm-hmm. You got a lefty reliever coming in. You need someone to just sock one into the seats. That's kind of the thing you have here with Romy. He's annoying to get out. He grinds out at bats. So I think honestly, why not go all three? Because at the end of the day, Rami, this isn't anything crazy because it's not like all three are superstars. Rami is someone you're trade for to be a bench bat.
Yeah.
This is someone who's going to, because especially if you have, let's say theoretically, and this is a big dream, but you get Belly and Tucker, you keep Ben Rice, Trent Grisham's in center, McMahon's at third. Those are 5 lefties right there. Yeah. 5 lefties in your starting lineup. You need someone to come off the bench. That can 100% be Rami. And I love Oswaldo to death, man. But he struggles against he does struggle against Wait, I had that mixed up. But you're gonna have him coming off the bench. You're just gonna have a really good bench with
Right.
Rami and Waldo and Cabby. That's just a good looking bench. So I think you have to find a guy like Rami. If you don't go with him, someone who could just really hit a freaking Andrew McCutcheon.
Mm,
If that's the craziest thing in the world, someone who just can crush lefties.
yeah,
Get someone like that to come off the bench. If you're talking all these lefties getting added, you need something to balance that out.
and
Well,
plus, yeah,
and then there's always the Okamoto out of Japan,
Mm.
yes,
who's a right-handed, high contact, low strikeout machine. Um, and even if he hits us 250, but he's a low strikeout guy, he's a guy that can cover first. He can cover second. He can cover, So, but my thing with Tucker, I hope he can play left field because we ain't moving Judge out of right field.
He can.
um,
Yeah.
I mean, and also Okamoto would be a great fit for the Yankees, and also they need a right-handed catcher too. So that's where they're trying. They have to focus on getting a right-handed catcher. So, um, yeah. So the Yankees can go many ways here, which is exciting to talk about here because if the Yankees want to go all in, they should go all in, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to see. But Tucker in Yankee Stadium when healthy, for 45 plus home runs every year, and along with Judge, it's gonna be great to see in that lineup.
Now
Right.
there's another rumor floating around, not with the Yankees, but the Red Sox. Rio Muto might be
Yeah.
a big addition there. What do
They
you
can
guys
have
think
him.
about that? And there's your right-handed big power hitter. He would play very well in Fenway Park. Kind of scary.
They can have
Yeah.
him.
It can happen. But I can see Real Muto being like, I want to be an everyday catcher or starting. And they got a good core there.
Yeah,
Connor Wong and um, what's his name, Narvaez.
no, yeah,
But that is also interesting. And then here's the thing: JT Realmuto is an excellent veteran catcher. He's he's a Hall of Famer, especially defensively, and with his offensive production. But then there's Dan Jansen, who's also available in the market.
hmm Um,
Yeah.
what do you guys consider signing a free agent catcher, right-handed catcher, or trying to
Yeah.
make a trade for a right-handed catcher?
Yeah,
I'd go Danny Jansen. I wouldn't go Ray Muto.
Mhm.
Ray Muto's on the decline, and he's not going to take a backup catcher role.
yeah,
Yeah,
I say let's ride with Rice.
right.
What if they got Rio Muto? They traded Wells for say something else, another need. He became the everyday catcher, and then they can focus on other things. Do you think they can
I
do that?
Yeah, I'd be fine with them as long as they have Rice as the backup to Real Muto.
yeah,
Because then that way Rice can get mentored by a guy like Real Muto.
hmm
And that's a way bigger upgrade. Having JT Real Muto, even if he is declining on that north side of 36, um, versus Austin Wells, who's still struggling to be consistent offensively and defensively.
yeah. And I do like Danny Jansen. I think he'll bring defense, and he can hit the. He's a Yankee killer, obviously, so he knows how. He's
Mhm.
a quality hitter. I'll bring you up two names, but this has to be a trade. But I brought it up earlier. William Contreras from the Brewers, um, and also actually shout out to Victor for bringing this up. He likes this guy apparently from Detroit, Diggle, I think his name is the starting
Dingler.
guy. Diggler, sorry, Diggler. Yeah, I don't think Detroit will trade him though because that's the starting catcher. So, but that he would be a perfect fit also. But I think Danny Jansen is your guy, or Rayla Muto. But if you want to do a reunion, Higgy. But I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, would you be okay if we got a reunion with Higgy
I would be
and
okay
that's
with
your backup catcher?
Yeah, I would be. I don't mind that. Higgy, we already know what Higgy brings. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. Excellent point. Want to welcome everybody to the stream. Thank you for joining us as we make our comeback after a couple of days off of the Thanksgiving holiday. Remember, everyone, tomorrow morning, coffee, bagels, and Yankee talk, Yankee rumors, and all kinds of stuff at 9 a.m. As we start the beginning of December. Happy December, everyone!
Yes.
A few hours
Yes.
here. Yep, we're going to December 1st. So this year is
Nice.
flying, and we're going to start really talking about the winter meetings, the putting up of the big Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center. A lot of entertainment going on, so we're all ready for a very, very big week, a big month, and like Michael says, the next 3 weeks will be telling for our New York Yankees. It won't figure out the whole team, but hopefully they're not going to wait till we start in March.
Yeah.
The
Right.
next few weeks is going to be very telling, and I totally agree. So I don't know, let's see, how that goes, guys. You want to touch a little bit about some football that we saw this week, guys?
Joe,
Let's
real
talk
quick,
a little bit about it, and then we'll get back to our Yankee talk.
Joe, real quick, I want to answer Travis's question
Yeah, go
with
ahead.
Robert Suarez, and he'll be an excellent fit for the bullpen as the setup man to Banhart. You can easily put Suarez in the eighth inning. Then him and Banhart would be nasty. I like Suarez's stuff from the Padres, and I wanted him from at the trade deadline, but unfortunately no. But yeah, I think he'll be a good fit for the Yankees bullpen, Robert Suarez, and they definitely have to improve the bullpen.
Yeah.
Obviously, they have so many holes there. To answer Travis's question, I think Suarez would be a perfect fit as a setup man.
That's a good question, Travis. Thank you.
And I want to throw out there too, I think this is important to throw out there the dates that the windows close for these Japanese players. So Munetaka Murakami, the big power bat, his window is kind of close. It closes on December 22nd.
Yeah.
So that is when phone calls are off. He has to be signed by then. Imai, his closes January 2nd, and Okamoto closes January 4th. So definitely Imai, however you pronounce it, and Okamoto, they definitely have a little bit of more time. But since Murakami, he declared, I think the day after the World Series, very early, he put himself on the market. He will be signed before Christmas. So by December 22nd, he will be signed. And I think if he goes to a team like, say, the Blue Jays, or he goes to a team like the Mets or the Red Sox, that might take a guy like Cody Bellinger or Kyle Tucker off the table for those teams, which might shift the Yankees' focus to a guy like Bellinger or Tucker, wherever Murakami goes. So I think we're going to have a lot of traction soon just because of how early Murakami has to sign by.
Yeah. So you bring up a good point. Then that means you see Murakami signing first, and then the other dominoes falling.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen because he has to sign soon.
Yeah.
Travis brought up another interesting name. How about Schwarber? Where do you think this guy's going to end up?
Pirates.
Yeah.
I know they keep saying the Pirates, but does he really want to go there?
I could see that. I mean, it sounds crazy, but
the Pirates are a weird team to talk about because you don't know what they're gonna do, spend or not spend, and plus they're wasting Paul Skeens' ears and already. But to be honest, I think he's gonna when he hits free agent. I think Pirates are gonna make a huge mistake here if they let him walk in free agency.
Right.
I think they know that. I think he's going to leave in free agency, and I don't know what they eventually they need to find a way to trade him. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know why Schroeder would consider going there. I don't think that's in him. I think he wants to win, and I can see him going back to the Phillies or a different team. But I don't know. I don't understand. The Pirates are weird to me, a weird fit. But him in that ballpark, oh my god.
Or do you think he would
Boston?
Go to the A's?
Oh God,
the Nomad A's.
I think he's going to Boston this year.
Well,
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, it could any team. I mean, St. Louis Cards could be in play with one too.
Even the
Um,
Giants, San Francisco Giants. So
yeah, that's always an option too. I mean, because remember, Schwarber can play first. He can play outfield. He's your leadoff guy, or he could have him as a cleanup hitter.
Alonso, Cruz says Alonso to Sox. He predicts.
I can see that happening 100%.
It's him or Schwarber who ends up in Boston. One of the two will end up there. I think it's a matter of which one.
Right.
I think Alonso will be the better fit, the better
I do
player
too.
overall. I one of my fears, I feel like the Red Sox are gonna win the offseason for the AL East. I just have this feeling that they're gonna go hard on signing and making a few trades. I hope that doesn't stand true. We'll see in a couple of weeks, but as of right now, that's how I feel.
Yeah, but I mean, I still see the Yankees having a wild offseason. But yeah, I could see. Unfortunately, I could see the Sox and the Jays still being like having wild moves. Um, but yeah, we'll wait and see. And then now, the NFL, the football. What surprised you about this weekend? I mean, you had games like the Panthers upsetting the Rams.
I'll take it back further. Hold on. How about the Thanksgiving games? What a game between the Cowboys and Chiefs. Man, that was a great game. The Chiefs are not the same as usual. Cowboys got back-to-back quality wins, beating the two teams that were in the Super Bowl. Cowboys are riding high right now, and the Eagles should be they're in trouble. The Eagles are fading away, and they should watch out because the Cowboys are up their tail now, and Cowboys have a
Yeah.
big game on Thursday against Detroit, so the NFC East is getting interesting there. But yeah, to your point, Sean, I think the surprising game today was the Panthers beating the Rams. That came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's not forget, guys. Tomorrow night, right here on NY Mania, the Giants and the Patriots will be playing. We're going to be doing the play-by-play with our very own Evan and Monty Schneider, who,
right.
if the name is not familiar to you, her grandfather used to own the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I'll be joining that stream too. Most
And
likely.
then yes, that is going to be a happening tomorrow, guys. So please stay tuned and be with us tomorrow at 8 p.m. as we give you the play-by-play of the Giants Patriots right here on NY Yankee Mania.
Yeah.
Just
And
throw that in.
speaking of the Eagles, Friday night, Black Friday football. Al Michaels on the mic with Herb Street, and the Eagles got dominated by a surprising upstart and by the Chicago Bears. I mean,
Wow.
Ben Johnson has had
Ben
that team
Johnson.
turned around culture wise. They're playing complete all phases of football, and I mean, it's just something that's crazy. But yeah, a dominating. Whew,
Hey Ben,
you
hey,
know.
I want to speak. I want to speak on Ben Johnson. What a heck of a coach, man! Offensive genius. He did great with the Detroit Lions over the years, and for the Bears to get him as a head coach, that's a steal, major steal. And it's crazy how in a year that they went from a bad team to becoming a number one in the NFL in the standings. And they're going to make the playoffs. Obviously, this year they're a dangerous team, and Ben Johnson is bringing the best out of Caleb Williams, and what a perfect match both of them are right now. And Ben Johnson brings that swag. You can tell by the post game when he took off his shirt. That was crazy what he did in the locker room, and they show that. And the Bears players love playing for him. Um, Man, what a turnaround for that franchise, man. Chicago Bears
Yeah,
should be excited for that team. They have two great backs. Shout out to Kyle Monangai from Rutgers product, and John J. Swift, who I had the pleasure of connecting with a few years back at an event. So John J. Swift is amazing. And they got quality deep. They have a great defense, and this team could be a dangerous team out in the playoffs. So watch out for the Bears, man. Uh,
yeah. And then also we want to say this. I believe the Bears are playing in honor of Mama Bear,
mhm.
the late great. I mean, no, I mean she was a pioneer woman in the NFL, Virginia Hallis McCaskill. She was the daughter of the Bears founder, and she was 102 years old when she passed. So that's just something that a little extra energy. I mean, look, the Colts are playing for Ursi.
Yeah. And the Colts, by the way, Colts are starting to fade too. They've been losing games, and that's another team that is struggling. So a lot of things. It's already week 14, and a lot of things are happening here. And I think I do have it. I think the Cowboys do have a chance to take over the NFC East, but it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah,
But yeah.
you know, I mean, it's going to be interesting, and I mean, I wouldn't laugh too hard at the Chiefs' struggles right now.
Oh, the Chiefs.
Because
I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are not the same team, and
no, but they're gonna rebound, and next year you're gonna be like, what?
their defense is not there. Their offensive, I don't know. Their offensive line is not there. Nothing's there.
It's too many self-inflicted penalties. Um, and I know a lot of people are going off on about refs and refing. Um, and there's different conspiracies, but the refs are just calling their game the way they call the games, and sometimes there's a lot of inconsistencies with refing. But look, the Chiefs self-inflicted. They shot themselves in the foot over and over and over again against the Cowboys, and the Cowboys executed when they had the ball. You
Um,
know,
yeah, to answer Travis's question, yes, we do cover a lot. We do a lot of stuff at athletes. I've connected. My team and I are connected with a bunch of athletes in this business. We do autograph signings, camps for the kids, charity events, foundation events. George he helps out a lot with it too. Um, so we also do a lot of uh, like we have a Toys for Tots events coming up. So we do a lot of stuff like that. And I know a lot of agents in this business. I have 7 mentors in this business. So yeah, so we do a lot of stuff. We work with high school kids, college kids, pro athletes, everything pretty much. So yeah, and that's why you've been seeing all these guests that come on Joe's show has been through us with all the connections that we have made. So yeah, to answer Travis's question, yep.
Awesome. Awesome.
And
Well, what
Joe,
do
real
you,
quick, I want to get to Lane Kiffin. Shout out to Lane Kiffin. What a heck of a day for him and his family. Obviously, it took some time for him to decide what to do. He deserves it. 7-year deal, $90 million is expected to be announced later this week for LSU. They got their guy. They finally got their coach they wanted. They landed a heck of a coach. I love Lane Kiffin. I think he's going to bring championship. He's going to bring that swagger to that team that LSU needs. Brian Kelly, he's like the old school guy, but now they're getting a coach where he's going to be hands on. I think the recruits, everybody's going to be now they're recruiting. LSU has always been great recruiting, but now this one, I think players will love to play with Lane Kiffin, and he's already assembling his coaching staff as we speak. And I talked actually Leonard Marshall, one of my mentors. He played for the Giants. He went to LSU for college. He's excited about this, and also Nick Goody, our coworker for Job on the Mouth. He went to LSU. Livy Dunn obviously went to LSU. So everybody's excited there. So kudos to LSU for getting their guy, and congrats to Lane Kiffin and his family. He deserves it.
hey, congratulations, man. You can make the money, you take it. You make the money, you take it. Correct? No question about it. So, yeah, I mean, so we've talked about everything, but not basketball, guys. What do you guys see in basketball? Is the Knicks won tonight? So they're looking to keep moving forward. What do you guys' thoughts on the Knicks? What do you guys? I'm going to go throw out a couple of teams: the Knicks, the start of the Lakers, and the New Jersey Nets.
Brooklyn Nets.
New Jersey Nets.
well,
Oh God.
I mean, the Lakers, they're coming together. They're starting to play as a team, and they figured out chemistry between LeBron,
Yep.
Luca, and Davis. And now that they got it worked out, I would just watch out for them on the Western Conference.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Lakers are 14-4 this year, and obviously they play. Austin Reeves stepped up big when LeBron and Luka was injured. So now with both of them back, and Austin Reeves playing at a high level, watch out for that team. They're second in the West right now. To the Thunder, OKC Thunder, who can't be stopped, by the way. Shout out to OKC. They're 20-1.
Yeah.
They're playing at a I just love watching this team, man. They're playing at a high level. They haven't left off from last year winning the championship, and this team can easily repeat. And they just got their second best player back, and Jalen Williams. I love him. This guy's a great player. Once he gets back his feet back on the court, like he's not there yet, but when he's 100%, watch out, man. This team is dangerous. Shout out, and Sam Presti, one of the best GMs in basketball, in my opinion. He knows how to build a team. He's smart, genius. I really thought they could have won a championship when they had the Serge Ibaka teams, Kevin Durant teams, James Harden teams, but that didn't work out. But now look at where they're at. You got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, MVP of the league, Chet Holmgren. Man, this team is fun to watch, and they still have they still have a stockpile of draft picks, which is unbelievable. So Sam Presti, man, kudos to him what he's doing with the OKC Thunder. I really love it.
Well, Michael is saying so. The Knicks are 13-6,
Yeah.
and honestly, they're not even playing that great yet.
Yep.
Is that kind of scary to you guys, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean, go ahead.
No, I mean, yeah, it is kind of scary. I mean, because they're not playing at their best. But if they click on cylinders, it can be really great. But if they continue to kind of be inconsistent back and forth, that could bite them down the stretch.
What's up, Mr. Matt? Yeah, but
Matt, what's going on? How's it going? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, to the Knicks. To be honest, they're not playing. They're not playing where they can play right. They're not playing to the level where they can play as of now. But for them to sit at 13-6 is amazing, and that shows to tell you what kind of team they have. And Mike Brown, what kind of coaching style Mike Brown is installing to this group and the culture. I think, like I said, you got to give patience to Mike Brown. He brings a different coaching style to Tom Thibodeau, where he's going to play all his players in the games, where Tom Thibodeau was not playing the bench that much. And when they came to the playoff time, all the players were gassed. So with Mike Brown, you're going to see well-rested players. And when it comes to the playoffs, I think the Knicks will be well-suited for a long playoff run. But yeah, shout out to the Knicks. They're playing good. They're not playing up to the potential, but sitting at 13-6 is good for them.
If you look at the,
I'm sorry, go ahead, John.
If you look at the Knicks, I mean, look at everybody in the East. I mean, the whole East isn't that great, overall. So you got to compare it to all of that. I mean, we're in second place, 13-6. It's not terrible. And the only team in front of us is the Pistons, which we're playing really well. So.
Yeah.
Our biggest competition are teams from the West. That's what we got to worry for. And I feel like, honestly, the West is going to dominate for the next couple of years going forward. But if you just look at the East overall, we're not that bad. Everyone in the East isn't doing that well. So it's what it is.
Look at the top four teams here in the East. Pistons, Knicks, Raptors, Heat, and then Hawks. You got the Hawks, Magic, Cavaliers. To be honest, the Cavaliers is a disappointment for me. Even though 9, I think they could have been. I thought they were coming in. They would be much better than that. The Cavaliers are a much better team than the Pistons, in my opinion. But that team, I don't know. It's just right now they're not playing up to par. But
Pistons don't even have Ivy yet, though.
Whoa, yeah, they don't have Ivy.
Once they get Ivy, I mean,
oh my God,
they're going to be rolling the Pistons.
they're like the OKC Thunder of the East, George. I think with the young players they have, and also Kate Cunningham is playing unbelievable. He's playing an MVP type of level, and this guy's a great. He's a star player for the Pistons, and they're building something great. And shout out to their front office, the coaching staff, and yeah, that team is a team to watch out for in the East for sure.
Awesome. I'll tell you,
I don't even want to talk about the Nets or or the Pacers are really.
Well, they are in the league. They are in the league, and we have a couple of Net fans. So I mean,
Yeah.
What do they need to do? I mean, obviously, just throw out every player. I mean, what
Move
happened?
back to Jersey.
I mean, the Nets are like the White Sox of the NBA. I mean, it's just the White Sox just can't lost in the sauce dumpster fire, and that's the same thing with the Nets. I mean, unfortunately, they get talent, but then they just don't know how to play it all together on the field on the court, and then they're just becoming the laughing stock.
The problem with that is the whole thing. When the Billy King regime, when he was GM, that's where got messed up. When they made that trade with the Celtics, when they got Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, where they had all those draft picks, and that's where it messed up for them. But when Sean Marks came in, that's when they started to have the feel again for them. And when they had during the Vince Carter days or Jason Kidd days, when he was able to get underneath and fix that mess that Billy King left for him. So, but obviously everybody knows the big three didn't work for them: Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant. And by the way, Kevin Durant was set on the Knicks. If you guys didn't know about this, Kevin Durant was set on the Knicks, but Kyrie wanted him to come to Brooklyn, and he was kind of forced to come to Brooklyn. Because if KD was healthy, you would, in my opinion, you wouldn't see him in the Nets. He would have been a Knick.
Yeah,
he was set on the Knicks, and then Kyrie was set on Brooklyn. So I don't think Kyrie would have went to New York. I think he was set on Brooklyn because he's closer to home there. So yeah, I think it would have been a whole different thing if KD was healthy. But him being injured, I think that's why he ended up going to Brooklyn and rehabbing for a year. And then obviously everybody knows when he came back. And I don't know what happened. I feel bad for that team and the fans. And now they're back to the rebuilding process. And everybody wants now Jordy Fernandez gone, the head coach. He's only been there for 2 years. You got to give him a chance to build this team. And they have a lot of young players that they have to develop. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens there. But
yeah,
the whole thing, when they had the star players, that's I don't know what happened there. But and when they hired Steve Nash, that's a mistake. That was a mistake. I think Mark Jackson would have been a perfect fit when they had those players there.
yeah, and they could have gone with that Jason Kidd. Remember the Nets legend.
Yeah. But all I can say is Kevin Durant was set on the Knicks or going back to Golden State.
Yeah.
That year when he was a free agent.
Yeah, I mean, the Nets, they're just in a bad spot right now. I mean, for all you Net fans out there, I am one of my mentors actually is Tim Capstraw in the broadcasting world. That's your broadcaster right there. Very good friends with Tim. I mean, it's just tough right now. I mean, you can look forward to the draft, though, hopefully. But the thing with the NBA, though, is there's really no tanking. You know, you got the lottery. You know, somehow, some way the Mavs ended up with the first pick. So it's just a toss in a hat, which is I don't really love the lottery, to be honest with you, with the NBA, because you're gonna have a team like the Nets. The Nets are gonna suck this year, and I mean they're gonna blow your mind by how much they suck this year. I'm being completely honest with you, but the fact that they might not even get a top 5 pick just blows my mind. You know, that's just a big thing right there. And the Nets, I mean, this just shows basketball. You have to be able to have a front office that can trade a little bit. You know, we have draft day trades all the time in the NBA for good reason, just because the lottery adds so much more of a strategy. It puts so much more stress on the GMs. I mean, the Nets, when they a rebuild in basketball isn't sometimes through a draft. It's just through spending all your capital on players. You saw when the Nets had to do their rebuild when they had Harden and Irving and Durant, but that didn't work out. So basketball, it's so much more of a strategic sport for the front office, just because you can't bank. You know, if you were who was the worst team in basketball last year? I'm trying to remember. Was it the Nets or
the 76ers?
Oh yes. Are you talking about worst team in general?
Last year, who had the worst record?
Okay, hold on. I'll bring it up here.
Who had because it definitely wasn't the Mavs.
No, but I do know that
Sixers sucked.
the Sixers had a like a record streak of loss or whatever.
George, it was the Pistons.
Oh, the
Last
Pistons
year
had it was
Yeah,
last year.
last year, 14-68.
they were in the playoffs though.
Wait, they were? Oh no.
Year before. What I'm trying to say is
They were in the
whoever the worst team was last year, the problem is you can't bank on getting Cooper Flag. Could you imagine? Like, it would have been so different if whoever the worst team was, let's just say it was the Nets, who was the worst team last year in basketball. You still can't bank on Cooper Flag. You remember a few years ago when the Bears in football, when they sucked, they said, whatever, we're tanking for Caleb Williams. We're going to be able to we're going to grab him at pick 1. You know, it happens all the time in football. So that's the thing with basketball. Obviously, Cooper Flag, and I think Caleb Williams a perfect parallel for that, just because these are two prodigal sons. They've been promised to the league for years. They've been the best at their sport. So, you know, whoever the worst team was last year, we can't put our finger on, but whoever that team was, instead of a football approach where the Bears were just like, oh, we don't care, we're going to get Caleb Williams, you're now putting your faith on a hat draw, a lottery, so that you can end up with this generational player like Cooper Flag. And that's why basketball rebuilds are so different, and it's so hard to get a good roster and be consistent in basketball.
Yeah, I read it wrong. That was a year before. Yeah, Pistons were in the playoffs last year. The worst team last year was the Utah Jazz.
So the Jazz couldn't bank on Cooper Flag.
Yep.
Right. But yeah, and then you know, the other thing too is that, you know, they it's so hard to, you know, retool and restructure a whole roster because you got to get 10 guys that can play well together as a team. Basketball is not always just like where you can have one guy just take over a game. You know, you need to have a core of guys around that one guy, or 2 or 3, and you got to all play well together on it as a team.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I want to make I don't mean to interrupt, but I want to make just a quick announcement from Chef Nick. He was definitely coming on the stream. Unfortunately, within the last half hour, he's caught ill.
Oh, what?
And it just hit him like a sack of potatoes. And he just texted me to apologize and let everybody know he had every intention. And I was concerned, so I did reach out, and he did answer, and he's really under the weather. And I just told him if whatever he needs, be more than happy to have it sent to him, because when you get hit like that, a ton of bricks. So he apologizes, and will be with us as soon as possible.
Hey, Chef, thing, you don't need to apologize. Man, that's crazy. Feel better. Wishing you a speedy recovery, man. We need you 100%. You're a big part of this team, and feel better soon, man. So
yeah,
get
well soon.
Definitely get better soon. Health comes first.
That's why I say, guys, we always take everything for granted. But one minute you feel great, the next minute you don't. Listen, nobody knows that better than me. In the past 5 days have been absolute torture with the gout, and let me tell you, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. It is so darn painful, and you just like throw your hands up in the air and say, "What do I do next?" So. Always remember how lucky you really are. You walk, you talk, you can see, you can hear. Never take advantage. Always take for granted how lucky you really are. And no matter what, somebody has it worse than you. So remember that, guys. We get upset with are the Yankees signing Bellinger? The Yankees. Once in a while, we got to take a step backwards, and that's why we have each other. We're all here for each other. And out of nowhere, the man. We were with him an hour ago talking to him, and and he was battling. And he figured, go away, maybe lay down a little bit, and and things just hit you. They just hit you. But speedy recovery, my friend. We love you, and we want you. We can't wait for you to come back. And I think I could speak for everybody. Get well soon. If you need anything, you let us know there, Chef. And that goes for anybody, staff or whatever. Really appreciate everything that you do. So kudos to each and every one of you. So I knew something was up because it's not like Nick. Nick always is there and ready to go. So, and he's got a huge schedule coming up. So he really needs to be healthy and safe. So feel better, my friend, please.
He has a tons of events coming up in December too.
Yeah.
But shout out to him, wishing him a speedy recovery. But I want to give a shout out to you guys. Been talking about him recently, Joe. Dick Van Dyke. He turns 100 on December 13th.
God bless him.
Wow, the ageless wonder.
Insane. Yeah.
He's a true legend in the entertainment world. Dick Van Dyke. I've probably done about everything in the entertainment world, and so he's a legend. And if you get to live to be 100 years old, man, you doing something right.
Yep. And his wife, who's about 45 years younger, 50 years younger.
Yeah, 50 years.
She absolutely takes so good care of him, and loves him to bits. I saw 2 documentaries on that. It was amazing. And she was his hairdresser. She put on makeup and all kinds of stuff, and he just turned to her and said, "Would you like to go out?" And the rest was history.
That's amazing.
That's a great, amazing story. God bless you, Dick. Dick Van Dyke. You are the best. You really, really are. Loved him with Mary Tyler Moore. Loved him in all of the comedy stints he's just amazing. A real funny guy. Really.
Diagnosis Murder.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. My God, that's a blast from the past. Oh my God. Actually, I was going through memorabilia on the internet, and we saw the house that All in the Family was in. Now, you guys may be too young. You might have seen some episodes, but All in the Family is probably one of the funniest, along with Lucy Ball, the funniest show. And the things that they said then, they wouldn't be able to get away with now.
Wow.
Right. Well, it's just like Sanford and Son.
Yes. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the show Roots before? Roots.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of that, those words they be saying in that show wouldn't be obviously here said here today. Also.
And welcome to Ken from the Ugly Truth.
Oh, what's up, Ken?
What's up, Ken? How you doing?
Edith, where is Meathead? The things that went on there. I mean, the skits he did with Sammy Davis Jr. and Vince Gardenia, and Edith was it was just a classic. You had All in the Face. See, that's what I mean. To me, the generation of today is robbed, because if you would have taken the generation of the 70s and put that now, oh my God. I mean, the shows just outshine no matter anything you see. Yeah, maybe in the last 15 years, you had Friends, you had Raymond, but nothing like the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Carol Burnett's going strong.
Right.
So many things. Dick Van Dyke.
Different strokes.
That's why I recommend everyone watching Roots, the show Roots.
Yeah.
That teaches you a lot.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah, Ken says the Jeffersons.
Jefferson.
Oh yeah, that one too. Also, I Love Lucy with
Lucy.
Desi Arnaz and
best.
Lucille Ball.
The best.
Joe,
know,
I do have to jump off right now. So,
Oh, okay. Well,
everyone,
listen, thank
chat,
you.
panel.
Yes,
great
and we will
seeing
see
y'all.
you for the winter meetings preview next Sunday. We hope, huh?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right,
That was
see
the
you,
one.
chat. You've been
Thank
great.
you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Of course.
George, take care. Have a good one.
George.
Take care. And then there were 4, everyone.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to please everyone check out Ken's short on YouTube. We shared it on Twitter, on Instagram story. He was talking about Brandon Donovan. So shout out to Ken for that for the what do you call it, video short.
Right.
Talking about Brandon Donovan. So,
Yeah. And that's a trade I would love for the Yankees to make.
Yeah.
Because there's another guy that's a low strikeout, high contact, high average.
Yeah.
And he's versatile.
Yep, and he'd be a great fit in Yankee Stadium too. So it depends on the package, what the Yankees or what the Cardinals will ask for. So let's see. I would love to have him on the team and lineup. He would be a good, perfect fit in the Yankees lineup.
We got a lot of people in the chat talking about the old time shows.
Hey Ken, you're right about the Roots is a real life lineage of Alex Haley. Yep.
Right.
Carter, oh my God, John Travolta was like maybe 14 years old in that show. There's so many. And what about Three's Company?
Yeah.
Susanna Summers and John Ritter.
Oh,
they don't
what's
like
that movie
this anymore?
What's that movie with John Travolta? What's that movie again?
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night.
Yeah.
Free.
That's there's another one.
Pulp Fiction.
Yes, there you go.
That's the classic, man.
Yeah,
one of my favorite movies of all time.
Let's
go.
I was gonna say John Travolta's in a lot of movies.
Yes.
Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
That movie's hands down the best, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Classic wise.
Yeah.
But
there was some great. I mean, we were talking today with the family. Where are the movies? What happened to the movies, guys?
Yo, all the movies now, it's disappointing. They're all either remakes, prequels, or sequels. There's nothing original anymore. It's annoying.
Yeah.
There's no good movies anymore.
Or they try and like
all of us can make a movie right now.
No, absolutely. It'll be better than anything else.
We'd be a bestseller. I mean, but really, I was talking about it with the family, with the kids, to go to a movie. What are you going to go see? How are these movie theaters surviving right now with streaming? And either they got to be partners with them. I don't get it, but really, how are they doing this?
I mean, movie theaters are a dying breed. I mean,
never thought that.
And drive-in theaters, there's only so many left now, and they used to be everywhere.
And you want to laugh, guys? The last movie, and if you want to call it a movie, I mean, it was great, directed by Lindsay Berra. Was I Saw Yogi?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
Shout out to Lindsay Berra. That was a great movie there, and my team and I love working with her. She's the best, and we obviously brought her on this show. And, we were part of history too with her when we did the Yogi Catch event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was awesome. She did such a fantastic job with that, and then you had My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yes,
I mean depending on the comedies, what you like. I mean, what happened? Adam Sandler just stopped making. What is going? I think he's coming out with a new one finally.
Yeah,
with everybody. Where is it?
He just did Happy Gilmore 2. and then I think he's doing another one. I don't like that one, but I think he's
Yeah,
doing
Happy
another one.
Gilmore too. Nah.
It
You
wasn't
know
the
who was
same.
the star? You know who was the star of the movie? Ready for this? The Super Bowl halftime performer, Bad Bunny.
Oh my goodness.
He did pretty good in
Um,
that movie.
yeah,
You agree,
but
John?
no,
I refuse honestly to watch it.
Oh,
I
okay.
refuse to watch it. I like old school Adam
Yeah.
Sandler. I don't think I'm not into his new stuff. I
yeah,
still think
Waterboy.
no, Billy Madison is still one
Billy
of the
Madison.
best movies of all time. That's
Oh,
I can watch it 100
or
times and still laugh at all the scenes. It's
or
a
the
classic.
Yeah.
or the 51st Dates with
Oh yes.
Drew
That was
Barrymore.
good. Yep.
What
Yep.
about Hubie Halloween? Do you guys like that one?
It was all right.
Which one?
yeah.
Hubie Halloween.
I haven't seen that.
Okay, watch it. It's on Netflix. He's
Yeah.
he's like an autistic guy on a bike. He has this the pouch where you put the food in,
Yes.
like a glass or the container that he has. That it's interesting. Just it should be on Netflix. Hubie Halloween.
I gotta
Yeah.
look it up.
Yeah, you definitely. But I'm telling you, I mean, it's like we've been robbed of that. Of course, local radio has changed tremendously, and that's why podcasting is so successful now.
Yep.
But radio is not the same. The advertisements have changed. The qualification, everything that we used to enjoy in the 70s and the 80s. I know you guys too young, but really, you guys have been robbed of. I mean, you could see a lot of the reruns, but I mean, even you've got your police shows and your Chicago Meds and all of that, but there was such great like you could call them night soap operas like Dynasty, Knots Landing. What happened to all these wonderful plots? And they're gone. And all you see is court shows, talk shows.
Yep.
Although I mean, a couple of the talk shows are really good.
Yeah.
I have my personal favorite.
Speaking of
Kelly Clarkson.
Speaking of classics, what about Police Academy?
Police Academy.
Oh, that's a classic.
that was a good
100%.
one.
Absolutely.
But what about In the Heat of the Night? I've been watching that one lately. That's an older show, but yeah.
Oh wow, you've been watching the old ones of that. That was
Yeah. Remember Mr. Tibbs? All those guys, and then even Carl Weathers is in that show for some of the seasons.
I mean, even the movies. What happened to Rocky? What happened? I mean, where are these movies?
They stopped making good movies in about 07. I mean, that was when they stopped trying to come out with originals. I mean, I remember when they first started with Fast and the Furious, and that took off. And then they had all the other ones. They had the Miracle. They had, what was it? Men of Honor in 2000.
Yeah.
Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Radio. There's a lot of great ones.
That movie was amazing. Radio and what was that?
Oh yeah, they brought up
the Rocky movie?
Zero brings up one of my favorites.
Rudy was good. Then there was also great war movies like Memphis Belle, Saving Private Ryan. I mean, then you had also Forrest Gump. Man, that was a all-time classic.
What about Hacksaw Ridge?
Hacksaw Ridge. Pearl Harbor was all right, but they turned that into a love story, and that should have just stuck to a.
Yeah.
Yeah, another unbelievable story from football player Brian Piccolo. If Brian's song, that if you go and watch that, that was a very, very, very tough movie to watch. Very well done. Sort of like Lou Gehrig's story. And remember, we had this on the show once before. The one thing that's so disappointing in my eyes is they never really made a great Babe Ruth movie. I thought that was a shambles, and it's a shame.
Well,
Babe Ruth was not given the proper due in a movie. And with all of these so-called stars and your Ronnie Howards and your Spike Lees, nobody could come up with a better program for Babe Ruth?
I think they haven't really found the perfect actor to portray a Babe Ruth. I mean, they came close. Remember in Sandlot, with
Yes,
the actor that but it actually originally when they first made Sandlot back in the days, Babe Ruth himself actually crashed it. So the remake in the 70s or in the 90s or whatever it was, they took an actor that looked closely to Babe Ruth, but yeah, they haven't really found him. It's like they've hinted at him, but then we haven't got an actual Babe Ruth story, and that is a shame. Also, I'd like to see a movie about Hank Aaron's story.
Yeah, that's another one, sure. Before he goes, Bryce would like us to answer his question. Guys, my last question of the night. What do you think the Yankees' next move will be? Who will it be? Want to see who gets it right. You never know. So he wants the four of us to make a prediction. So who wants to go first? Who's gonna be the Yankees' next move?
in my opinion, I think it's going to be Amai. All right, I'm going to put this in order. Number one, Amai. If not him, number two, I'm going to say Kyle Tucker. If not those two, and then the obvious is Cody Bellinger.
Okay. Sean?
I think it's going to be Amai, Bellinger, or a trade.
Interesting.
Ken in the chat is saying Brendan Donovan trade during the winter
Oh, wow.
meeting. So Bryce, put that in there because Ken is part of the team. Let's see. Jonathan. Sorry.
Yeah. I see. And just real quickly, Bryce, I'm not a secret Red Sox fan. I saw that comment earlier. I was laughing earlier.
Have a little fight over
Oh
here.
man! Listen, I was laughing. I don't know if you've seen it when I read it.
Oh my God!
I was laughing, and it was you probably saying, "Why is this guy laughing?" Because I read that comment. It was funny. No, I'll just try to be realistic. I'm a diehard Yankees fan. Yankees to the end. I see the Yankees re-signing Cody Bellinger. And I feel like that was a good fit with the Yankees. I know it was mentioned, Kyle Tucker might be overall the better player, but I feel like at the end of the day, Cody Bellinger has a good chemistry with the Yankees. His father played for the Yankees. He has history there. So I see something like that happening. If the Yankees don't make a trade, they're going to re-sign Cody Bellinger.
Wow. Hey, what? Imagine they sign both of them. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you'll see me jumping up and down and screaming in joy. Like you'll see a whole different side of me.
When you go stone ass naked in front of Macy's window. If I promise that this is my question. If the Yankees get Kyle Tucker, Cody Bellinger back, and the pitcher from Japan, and also sign Rosario,
oh my God,
you go stone ass naked in front of Macy's window. Would you do it?
Hey, are you talking about
I still
all
want
of
the charge.
Are you talking about all of us?
I don't want the charge.
It's gotta be all.
All right, Joe, ready for this? Okay,
yeah.
The only way I would do that is the Yankees sign Bellinger, Tucker, and get bullpen help, get more pitching. If they do all that in one offseason, that's when I will do it.
No, I have a different task for Nick.
I'll go skydiving if the Yankees can do that.
Wait, if they get all those done in one offseason?
Yeah, and I'll do it. I'll do it this coming summer. I'll jump off the airplane.
Oh my God!
Well,
I'm serious. I have no fear of doing it. So
Nitin has to go back to India.
Oh God!
And he's got to go get me all the number one delicacies in 5 of his favorite stores. He's got to do that, come back, and that's it. Period.
Well, we got Indian stores here in New Jersey, so I can go instead of going to India, I'll go to the.
I'd rather you go to India.
Well, I
Go to
mean,
India.
you go to India and then you can pick out a beautiful woman from India.
Well,
Yeah,
I wanted to save that for last.
I got. Yeah, you know what? Okay, you know what? I'll do that for you. If the Yankees sign, if the Yankees somehow do all that this in one off season, I'll go to India and get that for you. I'll do that.
And I will jump out of airplane if the Yankees do that, and I will make it happen, and you'll see it posted here. You have my
Not
word.
posted. We're going to have a live camera
And then
there.
we'll get.
Oh, we'll do that. We'll even do
we'll
that.
we'll get,
I'll make it happen.
and
You
then we'll
heard it
get,
from me first.
and
I
then
will jump out of your airplane.
we'll
Now
get
the
all of you guys.
interest-
We'll get all of you guys an Indian girl also for all of you guys too.
Oh, I'm telling
I'll
you.
get, I'll get myself. I'll get myself an Indian girl. I'll get Johnny an Indian girl. I get Sean an Indian girl and Joe an Indian girl. So there you
Let's
go.
go. Let's go.
I'm
But,
telling you right now, if the Yankees get all those players, I'll even root for the Giants.
Wow.
And you know how bad that is. You know how bad that is for me. I'll go one better. I'll wear a Giant uniform. I'll wear a Giant because I know.
Oh,
that's
that'd
how
be
I
crazy.
know
Oh, we
it's
got it. This has to happen. Come on. Come on.
No
Come on, Hal.
way in
Come on,
heck.
Cashman. Make it happen.
You
No
gotta wear.
way
You
in
gotta,
heck.
you gotta wear a Lawrence Taylor jersey.
Oh God, no, and no. But you have a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah, but-
You know,
No, I'm
All right.
serious.
I want to see Jonathan run like that in Macy's window, man. That'd be hysterical. That really would be. That would be hysterical. Let's see. We got Billy Tucker. Yeah. Oh yeah. Keep it going. The Yankee payroll will be $655 million.
Alcantara, no, you can scratch off Alcantara.
But yeah,
I would have I'd rather have other pitchers in there.
Yeah, which one doesn't belong in that list?
Alcantara.
Alcantara. Yeah, exactly.
I don't want. I don't want him. I don't know which is worse, that guy or the guy that the Blue Jays just got. They are going to be super disappointed with that guy. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, if he's the middle of the rotation pitcher, I don't think it's that. Where they messed up was paying that much.
Contract.
But I don't think them getting him was terrible. I think he will benefit. But just not as much as they paid. That was a lot.
No one expected that to happen like that.
Yeah.
7 years, $210 million.
right. He's getting paid ace money for being a four guy.
I got you, T-Road. I'll get you an Indian girl. So there you go.
Yeah.
No, I don't care if the Yankees get 20 Babe Ruths. I will never put a tattoo on. That is definitely never, ever, 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 ever going to happen. You think I'm good? First of all, to sit through that pain and see that, I'll faint. That's number one.
Again, Cease is not the Blue Jays' number one starter. How is that possible? It's U7. U7 is going to be number one, and then you're going to have.
Well, they still got Bieber.
Yeah,
they still have Bassett.
Guzman. No, Bassett's not. Is Bassett still there?
I think he's still with them.
Oh,
yeah.
So
they still got a couple years.
Why is Yusef definitely can be considered as the number one starter?
And then I think they still have Gosman.
Cease is definitely not the number one starter. I don't see that happening.
I see him in the middle of the rotation.
Yeah, Cat. You can say all you want, but I don't see that happening.
Cease is nothing but he's nothing. Believe me, he folds in the clutch. You do not want him. I'm telling you, he's going to do absolutely nothing but pee the bed. That's all he's going to do.
Yeah, Cease is not. I'm telling you right now, he is not an overpowering pitcher. He's a fly ball pitcher. Obviously, he can strike out people, but it's going to be interesting to see how he does in the AL East.
Yeah, but listen, I gotta get ready for work.
Okay. Well, thanks, Sean. We may see you tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, Sean. Careful going to work.
Sean, have a good night. Take care.
Stay safe.
You have a great night, Sean. Thank you for being with us. And then there were three.
Yeah, so actually, Ken does bring up a good point, but Yeah, Ken said, look at the Blue Jays depth chart. Doesn't matter what you think. He is the highest paid pitcher. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. I guess in spring training. But
with the lineup, with
Yusevich,
the
yeah, Yusevich should definitely be considered as a number one starter. But I can see where Ken is coming from. The Blue, I guess I guess they expect him to be the number one starter. I guess with the money they paid him. So I mean, let's see. I don't know.
all I know is like I said, they're going to be disappointed, and the American League is going to have field days with him with those batting orders. That's just the way I see it. I see nothing good in that guy. He's always a disappointment, and he throws a lot of pitches, and we're not even in the fourth inning yet. Yankees have plenty of those guys. They don't need any more of that. Listen. I don't care. I don't want him on. Maybe he'll have a great year. I don't know, and it'll bite us in the backside. But you know what? Better the Blue Jays than us. I'll be honest with you. Let's see. Michael. Cease has pitched like an ace one season out of the last 4. Yeah, well, I don't even say, he doesn't even have to be an ace. But I don't even think he's a number 2. I think he's a number 3. I really do. In the Yankee lineup, he'd be number 4.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather have Fried, I'd rather have Colt, and I'd rather have whatever his name is. I'd rather have that guy. Hey, what do you want? It's just after Thanksgiving. I couldn't eat my pumpkin pie. I couldn't have my sweet potato pie. I couldn't have my cookies. I'm hurting, guys.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Joe.
My God.
Sorry, Joe. Well, you can have the cookies during Christmas time.
What?
Cookies. You can have the cookies during Christmas time.
Oh, yeah. I hope so. Real Bill, you are the same folks that love Volpe. Give me a break.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Talking about Volpe anymore.
Listen, yeah, I don't
even know if he's going to be on. We don't know what's going to happen. The Yankees are being very cordial, very quiet. I don't think you're going to see Volpe back. I mean, if he is, he may not be the starting a shortstop anymore. I don't know. But listen, you had to give. Volpe is a Yankee, right? Was a Yankee. You have to root for him. Listen, how many Yankees did we have to endure for so long? They're on our team. You got to rah-rah them. He's your starting shortstop. What are you going to do? We couldn't change that. Only the Yankees, only Cashman and Steinbrenner could change that. So it's not. We didn't have a choice. What are you going to do? Oh, I hope he breaks his leg. He can't play. What kind of Yankee fan would we be? It would, I mean, I understand, everything, Wells wasn't playing well. No, pick on him. We got to pick on him. Grissom had days that he looked pathetic. Stanton was swinging at pitches that were thrown in the Yankee dugout.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all for one and one for all, guys. So I mean, everything revolves around Volpe, and the Yankees did not lose a World Series because of Anthony Volpe.
Yeah,
it's like I mean, they again. It always comes down to that 2024 World Series. The Yankees played with 5 guys. 5 guys, and yet they made it to almost the last game of the World Series. So, I mean, come on. You have no first baseman, no left fielder. I mean, sheesh. But anyway, I mean, listen, look, everybody has their opinion. But, I mean, listen, Volpe had 3 years here. Most of it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But he's not the reason why we don't have a world championship. There are plenty to go around, plenty. But to keep saying that all we do is we defend Volpe. He's on your team. He's your starting shortstop. He's a very important player.
Yep.
What do you? I mean, what do you want us to do? I mean, the only thing you could do is pray for the guy to get hurt. And you know what? Your prayers were answered. He had to go for an operation.
Yeah.
You know, now Real Bill follows that up with this. By the way, you will accept what Hal and Cashman give you and like it. Do we have a choice, Bill? Even if we come here and say, we don't agree with what everything they're doing. Heck, I was on Cashman the whole year, just about. You know, I mean, but how many times was I screaming? Don't wait till July 31st.
Yep.
Get a short, get another right-handed hitter. Improve that bench. Do something. And what did they do? They waited till July 31st.
Yeah, but they got Cabby, they got Rosario.
Right.
I'm not even going to include Austin Slater. That was a waste.
No, that was a total waste.
I don't know why they got Austin Slater.
But to sit here and blast people like Volpe, he's on your team, guys.
Yeah.
We don't have a choice. We're at their mercy. If we don't like it, then let's go to another team. Why don't we do that? You know, and you know, now you know, yeah, now sign Donovan, let Volpe, and throw like Martian and sweeten the deal. Okay, to trade him, fine. And I agree with you. What I don't agree with is the fact that we don't have a choice.
Yeah.
We're either Yankee fans or go to another team. Because this is the team. You know, we can't have it both ways, guys. We know Volpe it wasn't playing well. We know Wells didn't play well. But if you love the Yankees, you're going to have to stand by it. And like I said, you have a choice. You could, you know, the beautiful thing about TV, you get that remote and you click it off or click it to another game or go watch Netflix or something. I mean, but that's the bottom line. We choose to root for the Yankees. They are run by people that we don't agree with a lot of the things they do.
Yeah.
And I'm the first one to say that. But it doesn't change anything. If you're a Yankee fan, you got to put up with it. If you're not a Yankee fan, yeah, we could root for Boone to get fired. We could root for Cashman to retire. We could root for Hal Steinbrenner to leave and sell the team. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You don't know. You could get an owner and say, "Oh, I love the Yankees, but man, the money I'm going to pocket." Do you possibly see another owner throwing all that money back into the team with all of the obligations the Yankees have? I don't.
Yep.
They're gonna, all right, so we'll get a player here. Another owner, the first thing he's gonna do is lower the payroll. He's not gonna come in and automatically zoom go to 500 million. He's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And so now you got to wait for the pain of them when they get into a position. Yes, of course, a new Yankee owner will know more or less what they're making and what they're not. But I don't see the Steinbrenner family ever selling. I really don't, because after Hal, it's going to be the kids.
Yeah, I think Hal's going to be he's going to be there for a long time. It's just like any other owners in all sports. Owners usually last longer. So I think you might see that with the Yankees, and then eventually Hank Steinbrenner, and then also Gene Steinbrenner, right? I think Gene or
right.
Yeah.
Well, yes, Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer. Sorry, Jennifer.
Gene is Gene Aftermath.
Yeah.
Real Bill says, I never said anything about Volpe until now. We can get some Orson. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I agree with you. But the thing is, again, either you root for the Yankees or you don't, and you have to put up with it. You don't have to put up with it. You wait until something else happens and then But Real Bill, we are agreeing with you. No question about it. But what do we do about it? What can we do? What aside from not buying tickets and keeping Yankee Stadium empty? That's the only way that we can do something.
Yeah.
And another thing coming from, I believe, Ken and from Real Bill, Sir Anthony is a perfect fit for the Yankees.
Oh, I think about Dominguez?
No, Sir Anthony, the relief pitcher.
Yep.
Okay.
That was on the Orioles, and then I think he went to the Phillies, right?
Phillies.
So that's the thing. We got spoiled with George Steinbrenner, even though he gave so many crazy trades and but in that one realm in the middle 70s and in the end of the 90s, you just love George Steinbrenner because he went to Clemens and says, okay, how much you want? And he didn't take it at that point. He ended up waiting one more year, and then we traded for him when we traded David Wells and Homer Bush, who eventually was on our show. One of the nicest guys, thanks to Nitin and his team.
I was actually in South Africa when you had him on.
Yeah, what an incredible guy. But we got spoiled with George. We'll never have another George Steinbrenner.
My team and I love working with him. He's a great guy. Homer Bush is awesome.
Oh, he was ace. He was like Tom Gordon.
Yeah.
All of the guys, everybody that your team has brought in has just been one on top of another, and so classy and so much fun, and they're not afraid to answer any questions from anyone. And that's the truth. That is the God's honest truth. And
wow, it's already 1 hour and 42 minutes in. Let's go.
Yeah, it's almost that time. I can't think of another player who's gotten the same opportunity and Volpe has gotten and failed at this. Yes,
I agree.
And again, I agree. So what do we do about it, folks? Now,
sayonara. See you later.
Yeah,
move on.
You might have an out now that he's not.
You can trade him in one of those deals. In these deals, teams would love to have a guy like Volpe, and maybe like a change of scenery will help him. So I think you can definitely add Volpe to one of these deals where you're trying to make a team make the team better in a need that you need more right now. Shortstop, you can always find shortstops. Yankees are good to find. Are good at. I mean, obviously after Jeter over the years, we haven't had a good shortstop. But I'm trying to say is you can always find infielders, but you cannot. So some of the needs that the Yankees need, you can trade Volpe in those deals to get because people will love to have a guy like Volpe.
Oh, definitely. At 20, not even just about 24 years old. Come on.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I just feel that we don't. Unfortunately, the choice is not ours, and as a Yankee fan, I've got to deal with it. It's either that or I don't watch.
No.
What?
Bring up Bill's comment just now.
Yeah,
that's all right. My friend, one of my friends, they went to. We had a golf event through this company. Through this school, and one of my friends went to that school, and so we did a golf outing with them. So that's how I got the shirt from that's how I got the shirt from the golf outing. So
nice, man. Well, I'll tell you guys, this was a great stream. We got a lot accomplished, everyone. And the next like 2 weeks, it's only going to get better with the
Oh my
winter.
God, I can't wait. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is an exciting time. Let's go.
And we start everything with tomorrow morning's 9 a.m. show. And then tomorrow night, it'll be the Giants and the Patriots live play-by-play right here and on NY Yankee Mania with Evan, Marty Snyder, and Nitin will be joining. So a lot of things going on here, everyone. Don't forget to press the like button and definitely subscribe. We'd really appreciate it.
Also, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Please continue watching our shorts, all of our, everything going on. And we love bringing it to you guys. And please, just stay healthy. And happy December to everybody. As we say, as we hit December tomorrow, let's be thankful. And we've got the year to cheer and to be safe for a healthy, happy new year. But there is a lot going on, guys. Again, congrats. Thank you so much, Michael, for making this show very enjoyable and dedicated to you. Again, those wonderful, beautiful words that you gave us will always stick in our mind. And we really, really appreciate Real Bill. We appreciate everybody here, Ken, and Bryce and Travis and you name it. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on.
Yes.
And for our colleague, Chef Nick, please get better right away.
Yes.
Chef, if you need anything, you call us.
Let us know.
I'm like the closest to you. If you need anything, I'm a phone call away. And so we pray for you. I pray for everybody in the stream. Stay healthy. Weather's not going to be that great in the East Coast in the next couple of days, so please be careful. A ton of rain is coming, and some places are going to get 5 inches of snow. So please be careful. Please be safe. And God bless you all. God bless America. Guys, thank you again. I can't thank you
guys.
And we're looking forward to the preview of the winter meetings next Sunday night.
Yes.
At 8 p.m., baby. 8 p.m. Let's go, Yankees.
Get your popcorn ready, and also